Ah, yes, memories of 1972 with Bill Withers. What a great song. Let's see what's happening with Dan. Dan, what do you think of Bill Withers?
I think Bill Withers is a recognizable song versus that other one that I don't think I've ever heard you and Dan from Elk Grove stumped.
We were both stumped.
That's a rarity.
We should have called Cowan.
Yeah, he might have known. I'd never heard that song before. I don't
like it. I used to listen to American Top 40 every week.
Ah, okay.
And I don't. Not only don't I know who the artist was, but I don't think I've ever even heard that song. So
no, that's a mystery to anybody. No one's. Well, if someone chimes in, it's just to satisfy our curiosity. The Murkowski and Susan Collins thing, the not voting for Pete Hegseth. Here's the thing. Not only did those two vote for Action Jackson on the Supreme Court, I remember them sitting with Mitt Romney and Joe Biden to do the infrastructure bill, which costs us about $1 trillion of money we did not have. Now, those two are they're standing on a imaginary high ground. It's an illusionary high ground of morality. That's why they didn't vote for Hegseth. But if they're sitting next to Joe Biden and working with him directly, who is a known sex predator and an offender on so many levels here, where is their high ground coming from?
Well, if they're pro-abortion, I don't understand the moral high ground. It makes no sense.
Well, obviously these two need to go, and what you at times like this, what I used to do, I remember when John McCain was alive, I would call the state of Arizona, talk to the Republican Party. I even got hold of the state chairman of the Republican Party, and try to take action to get rid of that person. And the same needs to happen with these two. I mean, just making phone calls, calling their state offices, calling the Republican parties of their states, and begin the process, because it takes action to kick these people out. So, and again, there's no reason to keep them in if they're going to be voting against Republican causes, or conservative causes. I'm slip of the tongue. Sorry, conservative causes and Republican causes are not one and the same. But you got to take action to get rid of these people, and that action should start today.
So you don't believe in diversity and inclusion, Dan?
You're kind of not a fan of that. No, not really.
I love it when they play the morality card that way too, selectively. I mean, they don't give a damn what Bill Clinton did. They couldn't care less about Bill Clinton.
Of course, again, it's complete hypocrisy of both parts.
And Hegseth is a guy who pretty much admits that he's made mistakes in the past, which Clinton never did. He admits and he got saved. Apparently.
That's another excellent point. He made a mistake, and he's trying to atone for it, as opposed to Clinton and Biden and whoever else we can think of. Newsom. Newsom never.
No, I never did that. I never did that.
Speaking of Newsom, by the way, I am really looking forward to President Trump showing up here in L.A. Look at the energy and youthfulness of President Trump at his age. He's going to one side of the country, the other side of the country in the same day.
He's 78, and he's just. You can't even tell. He may as well be 58.
But I would love to see the confrontation between him, because President Trump's not going to hold back regarding his opinion regarding the total mismanagement of the forest and all the rest of it here. These fires, these fires are the problem of California. They're not the problem of the rest of the nation. California has the resources, and if they don't have the resources, that's their problem, and that's in essence what President Trump is going to tell them. So I want to hear this on camera. But the media is already doing what they're doing to spread misinformation. I'm looking at abcnews.com, and someone is saying here that President Trump is claiming that there's no water and so forth because of mismanagement. Well, they're claiming they bring out some person who I've never heard of before, Ashley Overhouse she's from a California Water Policy Advisory Committee, some nonprofit conservation organization called Defenders of Wildlife. No one's ever heard of this organization. No one's ever heard of this woman here. But suddenly she's front and center and an expert, quote unquote, expert on water management here. So again, I'm just looking forward for President Trump to slap Newsom and the entire situation, and he's going to do it in front of the entire nation.
Yeah, I can't wait till he gets out here. It's night and day, the difference between the previous administration and this. Already, it hasn't even been a week.
Yeah, it's amazing. What an incredible week. And this is just the first week of 4 years, so this is going to be just a great, great time for all of us.
I'm giddy, Dan. I'm giddy. Are you giddy?
That's a word. You know what? That's a word I rarely use. I'm giddy, too.
I'm giddy one. You're giddy, too. That's awesome. Have a great weekend.
You too, bud. Talk to you Monday.
Take care. Mostly sunny and 61 today. And we will see a chance of rain tomorrow. 19 after 7. Good morning.
878. That's right. Text the word home to 948.